Good morning, boys. We will continue that exercise number 10.1, sum number 1. In the previous class, I wrote some corner points. There I made a mistake, I told you already. So just you have to remember, instead of 0,22, you have to take 0,10 in that the final stage. I calculated with the help of 0,22, but that is not a correct one. I told you already in the last class, I made a mistake. You please see to it whether it is correct or wrong by using that graph. In the graph 0 to 10, so instead of 0,22, you please take 0,10. In the graphs, depends upon the graph, you will get the exact answer. Clear? Just you have to change 0,22 by 0,10. Just you have to replace this point by 0,10. You will get required answer. Clear? So that's what I told you. Don't please just copy from the board. Sometimes I make deliberately the mistakes so that we can easily find out. I would like to know how many of you listening the classes. Clear? That is the purpose. I have made the mistakes. So don't think that other sense. Clear? Now we'll go to sum number 2. That maximize z. Just this is just like the sum number 1. So we'll go to sum number 3. That is minimize. Concept wise we'll go to that minimize z is equal to some equations are given, so that is not necessary for us. We will take only the subject to the constraints alone. So there are 3 equations are given subject to the constraint. First equation 5x1 plus x2 is equal to, it is given greater than or equal to. I told you already, if it is given maximize, the inequality should be that subject to the constraint, the inequality should be less than or equal to symbol. If it is minimize, then that inequality has greater than or equal to symbol. Clear? That's the difference between the maximize. If it is maximize, under the equation subject to the constraints, we will have less than or equal to symbol. If it is minimize, under that subject to the constraints, we will get greater than or equal to symbol. Now it is given minimize, sum number 3. Minimize, therefore you get greater than or equal to symbol, but when you find the points, that the inequality can be replaced by equal to symbol, that is equal to 10. As usual, you have to replace x1 by 0. Then when you replace x1 by 0, the first time you get 0, therefore x2 is equal to 10. So we will get x1 is refers to x-axis, x2 is refers to y-axis. This you know already. Then the same equation you have to replace x2 by 0. When you replace x2 by 0, this will become 0. So you will get 5x1 equal to 10. Therefore x1 equal to how much? 2. So answer is 2, 0. Clear? I found that equation, the pair from the first equation. What is the second equation is given? x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 6. Therefore x1 plus x is equal to 0. Replace x1 is equal to 0. You will get x2 6. That is 0, 6. Similarly, in the same equation, you have to replace x2 by 0, you will get x1 is equal to 6, therefore 6, 0. Then third equation is, I told you already, you will get maximum 3 subject to the constraints, inequality. Minimum 2, maximum 3. So x1 plus 4x2, x1 plus 4x2 is equal to 12. As usual, x1 is equal to 0, therefore you will get x2 is equal to 3. 0, 3. Then replace x2 is equal to 0, you will get x1 is equal to how much? 12, that is 12, 0. So I got the points from all the given constraints equations. Now I have to draw the graph. Clear? So depends upon the question. See, first you have to see the x-axis. 2, 6, 12. So in x-axis maximum is 12. So you can do in the graph sheet because we have 30 centimeter in vertically, 15 centimeter in horizontal. So it is only 12. So we can take each unit as 1 centimeter. Then first you have to check the x-axis whether you have to take 1 unit as 2 centimeter or 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter. Here it is given maximum 12. So in the graph sheet, horizontal length will be 15 centimeter. So better you take each unit as 1 centimeter. Next you have to check the y-axis, 10, 0, 6, 3. So maximum 10. That is also very easy, that because we have 30 centimeter length. Clear? So therefore you can both you have to take 1 centimeter. Scale reading is very, very important. So if the scale reading is not there, then they will reduce the mark. So you have to write scale. 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter in x-axis, y-axis 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. So depends upon the question, you have to write scale. Now I have to take maximum 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Similarly on this side also you have to take maximum 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this you have to done only on the graph sheet, not on the regular fair note. So you have to take graph note. In the graph note you have to do the graph this side, adjacent side you have to do the calculations. Clear? Now first point 0, 10. 0, 0, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you take even up to 12, no problem. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. So 0, 10, 0, 10. So here you have to write 0, next one 2, 0, 2. 2, 0. So just you have to connect with the help of the scale. Just you have to connect and call it as equation number 1. Better you to understand it. Clear? The next one. So straight away you can write. Here I got some bend, but you please use scale. You will get exactly the straight line. Clear? So 2, 2. Straight away you can draw. That is 2, 0. The next one 0, 6. 0, 6. This is 0, 6, 6, 0. So just you have to draw the line. Equation number 2. Then next one 0, 3. 0, 3. You can write outside or inside, that is your wish. 0, 3, then 12, 0. So you have to connect with the help of the scale. Equation number 3. So now it is given minimize. For maximum in the graph like this, for maximum we are shading from the origin, start from here and shade inside the part. That is the maximum process that we did already in the last classes. For maximum you have to shade, you have to start from 0, intersecting points, then you can go to that side, again you have come and close it. So this region alone you have to shade it, that is feasible region for maximum case. But here you have to find out minimum. For minimum you have to start from the outer point. What is the first point in the outside? 0, 10. So start from here. Here intersecting. So don't go beyond the intersecting points. Again you have to take this path. Again it is intersected. Don't go to the beyond that intersecting point. So you have to cover this one. So you have to shade only that outside the boundaries. Just you have to put mark like this, not for the entire graph sheet, just you have to put like this. See, start from here, intersecting points, don't go beyond this one, that is answer is wrong. Between these two intersecting points, you check whether you have any other cross, any straight lines are passing between these two points, no. Then you take these two. Is there any straight line passing through any line intersecting this line between these two edges? No. Then from here to there, any straight line intersecting that remains this part? No. So your answer is correct. Suppose if you shade from here like this, clear. So between these two edges we have one intersecting point, that is not allowed. Clear. When you take any part, there won't be any intersecting points between the edges. Clear. There is no intersecting points. No intersecting points. When you take these two, we have two intersecting points. That is not allowed. Clear? Between these two edges, do you have any intersecting points? No. So your answer is correct. If you take these two, between these two edges, we have one intersecting points. Not allowed. Similarly, you can take these two. One intersecting points. So not allowed. You have to take from that outside. First point, intersect. Don't go beyond that one. Come to this side. Again intersecting. Don't go beyond this point. Cover it. That's all. So now you have to shade only the outer part. Now you have to find out. See, I know that edge point 0, 10, but I don't know what is this intersecting points. This one, but I know the last one. So now you have to find out these two intersecting points. How do you find out these two intersecting points? If you exactly plot the points on the graph sheet, you can get easily what is the x value straight to this. You have to see 1, 5. So you will get 1, 5. What about here? Something is coming here 4. Here it will be 3. Sorry, 2.5 something. So you have to, when you plot the point exactly on the graph sheet, you will get what will be the answer of these two intersecting points by seeing the x-axis value and the y-axis value. Clear? But here I did not use the graph sheet, so therefore I can easily find out without using the graph sheet what is the intersecting points of these two. How do you find out? That's what I mentioned, that equation number 1, 2, 3. Clear? So at this intersecting point, how many lines are intersecting? 2 lines. What are the 2 lines? Equation number 1 and equation number 2. So how do you find out this intersecting point? By using the equation number 1 and equation number 2. That's what I told you to mention the name, equation name 1, 2, 3. Clear? But if you do the graph, you can get exactly answer. Then elimination method is not necessary. Remember, the elimination method doesn't carry any marks. We will give the marks only for each straight line. Each straight line is consisting 1 mark. That region shaded part is 1 mark. Then final answer is 1 mark. 5 marks. Clear? So the elimination method, don't think that this doesn't carry any marks. They will see only the straight lines and intersecting points, then the final answer. Clear? So if you do the graphs, if you do on the graph, that elimination method is not necessary. But no sir, I don't know how to find out the intersecting points by using the graph sheet. Then you can go for elimination method. You can write. With using the elimination method or without using the elimination method, if you find the intersecting points, nothing wrong, we will give the marks if it is correct. If it is wrong, then you lose mark. So better if you do exactly properly the plotting the points on the graph, you will get exact answer. Clear? But you have to check whether the points satisfy these two equations by replacing the intersecting points by x1 and x2. Check in the both equation. That will take more time. So better you have to go for elimination method. I will teach now elimination method. How do you find out this intersecting point? This intersecting points got from how many equation? Through this point, equation number 1 and equation number 2 is passing. So these two equations only passing through this point. Therefore, solve that equation number 1 and 2, you will get answer. Equation number 1 is 5x1 plus x2 is equal to 10. Then equation number 2 is x1 plus x is equal to 6. Just you have to change the sign. You know how to find the solution for x1, x2 by using elimination method. Clear? In 10th standard we studied, not only 10th standard, from 8th standard onwards we studied about the elimination method. So 5 minus 1, 4x1 is equal to 4. Therefore x1 equal to how much? 1. See, I got exactly answer. Just now I said. If you do properly, I got exactly answer 1. x1 is 1. Now you take any one of the equation out of these two. x1 plus x2 is equal to 6. Replace x1 by 6. 1 plus x2 is equal to 6. Therefore x2 equal to how much? 5. You see, it will come exactly 5. So if you plot the points on the graph properly, you get exactly answer. This is not necessary. Clear? But if you want to verify your answer is correct or wrong by using direct method without using the elimination method, you please use elimination method and check your answer is correct or wrong by comparing these two. Clear? So this after applying the elimination method for equation number 1 and 2. Why I am using only equation number 1 and 2? Because through this point the first line and the second line passing. Therefore, you have to take equation number 1 and 2 and apply the elimination method, get the answer and check whether it is correct or wrong by seeing the graph sheet. Clear? Now it is correct. Next, you have to see that one more interesting point I need. So, through these interesting points, what are the lines are passing? Equation number 3 and equation number 2. So, now you have to take equation number 2 and 3, apply the elimination method, plot it on that and check your answer whether it is correct or wrong. Clear? So, you have to apply now elimination method for equation number 2 and 3. Where is 2? x1 plus x2 is equal to 6. Then x1 plus 4x2 is equal to 12. Then you have to change the sign as usual method. Minus 3x2 minus 6. Minus cancel, x2 is equal to 2. Then you take any one of the two equation, replace x2 by 2. I got x1 is equal to 4. So my answer is 4 comma 2. You check. See, it will come exactly 4. Straight to this 2. So 4 comma 2. Don't write 2 comma 4. Don't change the sign. x1 is 4. That is x-axis. See, it is coming exactly. So just you have to verify your answer by applying the elimination method. Don't think that you will get always whole number. Sometimes you will get in the decimal part also. Clear? So my suggestion is, if you have any confusion of getting that point, you please refer your answer by using the elimination method. Clear? Solve those two equations, depends upon the intersecting points and check your answer with the graph. Better. So, here I did not get any fraction, a decimal value. If you got a decimal value, please check your answer by using elimination method. Most of them are using that elimination method to write down the answers. But what are the equations should be satisfied? That is very important. You have to find out the intersecting points. Through that point, how many lines are passing? What are the lines? That's what I told you to mention the number. Equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. So if you mention like that, then there won't be any confusion. You will get exactly answer. Clear? Now I got the intersecting points. Now we will go to the final stage. That is, what are the boundaries? Boundaries are 0, 10, 1, 5, 4, 2 and 12, 0. Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have to take the question. Z is equal to, what is your question? Minimize 3x1 plus 2x1. 3x1 plus 2x2. 3x1 plus 2x2. So based on that, you have to find out that optimum solutions. This is called feasible region. Now you have to replace x1 by 0, x2 by 10. What is the answer? 0 plus 10, that is 20. What is the next point? 1, 5. Substitute in this one. 3 of 1 plus 2 of 5, which will give you 3, 1 is 3, that is 13. Then what is the next point? 4, 2, that is 3, 4 plus 2, 2 is equal to 3 4s are 12, 2 2s are 4, that is 18. What is the last point? 12, 0, which will give you 3 of 12 plus 2 of 0. What is the answer? 36. Now you have to find out minimum, because it is given very clearly minimum value. So out of these 4 values, which one is minimum? This is the minimum value, isn't it? Just you have to put the box minimum. That's the answer. So minimum is equal to 13 at what are the points? 1, 5. So at the end 1, 5, the function will get minimum value, which means you will get minimum loss at 1, 5. In mathematical terms, in the product, in the process, the company will get minimum profit, that is minimum loss at 1, 5. Clear? So this is the method, very simple method. Don't think that for all the problems you'll get only the whole number. Sometimes you'll get decimal answer also, but you have to substitute. One thing is you have to find that boundary point. That is very important. For minimum, start from the top, come intersecting, don't go beyond the intersecting points. Straight away cut this, again intersecting point, don't go beyond this line. Again go to the corner. You have to connect the corner to corner for minimum. For maximum, for the same problem, for maximum, start from 0 onwards. Here intersecting points, don't go beyond that one. You please take this side. Again intersecting points, you should not go to the right side or up. Just you have to come to this side, then close it. You have to close it for the same question. If it is the maximum, this is your feasible region. For this feasible region, I know this is 0, 0, this is 2, 0, this is 3, 0, 3. Which one I have to find out? This is the intersecting point. How to find out these intersecting points? Through these intersecting points, what are the lines are passing? Equation number 3 and equation number 1. Solve these two equations by applying the elimination method. Replace here, then you take all this boundary and substitute in the question, you will get maximum value. Clear? The question stands for minimum. Just for your understanding purpose, I said how to find out for maximum value for the same problem. You start from 0 to first intersecting points, go up, again intersecting, come to the left side, close it. This is the feasible region. In the feasible region, we have 4 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4. There won't be any line passing between the edges. So, out of these 3, 4 edges, I don't know what is the 4th edge. To find the intersecting points, I have to see to that what are the lines are passing through that point. Equation number 1 and equation number 3. Solve those two, write it over here. Again, as usual method, you will get answer. Clear? So this is a method to find minimum and maximum. So I will do one more problem under the concept of maximize for 3 equations. Clear? So remaining problems, you please do it at home. This will carry 5 mark questions. Either you will get 1 5 mark questions or 3 mark questions. If you got 1 5 mark question from this exercise, then 3 marks from the second exercise. If the 5 mark question from the second 10.2, then you will get 3 marks from 10.1. Only this problem, based on this one. Clear? If it is 2 constrained equations are given, that is 3 marks. But this comes under 5 mark questions. Now we will go to sum number 5. That is maximum. We have 3 constraints. First constraint, 3x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 36. As usual, replace x1 by 0. You will get x2 is equal to straight away 12. I am doing the calculation straight away. So 0, 12. x2 is equal to 0. This will get 0. Again x1 I got how much? 12. That is 12, 0. Take the second equations. What is the second equations? 5x1 plus 2x2. 5x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 50. Replace x1 is equal to 0. Then x2 is equal to 25. 0, 25. Then the same equation you have to replace x2 by 0. Then what will be the answer for x1? x1 is equal to 10. That is 10, 0. Please do the calculation. Don't simply copy from the board. Sometimes you will get wrong answers. Clear? Now you can take the third equations. That is 2x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 60. Replace x1 equal to 0. Therefore, you will get x2 is equal to 10. 0, 10. Then x2 is replaced by 0. You will get x1 as 30. So, you will get 30, 0. So, to plot the graph, I told you already, you please refer the x-axis. What is the x-axis? 0, 12, 0, 10. What is given here? 30. Clear? So, 30 is highest value. So, in that graph sheet, it is not possible to have 30, isn't it? Maximum is length is given 15. So, width of the graph sheet is 15. Length of the graph sheet may be 30 centimeter. So, here it is given 30 centimeter, whereas in y-axis also 25. So, you cannot take This is x-axis and this one is y-axis. Clear? So in such a case, you have to take each unit as 2 centimeter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What is it? 12 up to 30. So 12, 14, 15, 16. Clear? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18, 20. So the middle one you can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is going on like this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 13, 18, 20, then 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Clear? So now I got 30 in x-axis by taking 2 centimeter. Same way 125 need, but in the board I cannot write 25, but you can take in the graph sheet, in your graph sheet, each centimeter, each unit has 1 centimeter. Here I take 2. But you have to take 1, that is easy. Or you can take 2 also. 2, 6, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26. Clear? So you have to write scale reading. X-axis 1 unit equal to 2 centimeter. Y-axis 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter, and like that you have to write. Clear? For 1 unit, that 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. So 1 centimeter equal to 2 units you can take. Now you have to plot the points 0, 12. Take first equation 0, 12. Where will come 0, 12? This is 0. 0 to 12, so 0, 12. The next one 12, 0. So this is 12, 0. So first you have to connect. Once you plot the points from the first constraints, you please use scale and connect. Name it equation number 1. What is the next one? 0, 25. 0, 25. Where will come here? So 0, 25. Just you have to circle it. Then 10, 0. Where will come 10? Here 10, 0. Just you have to connect by using the scale. Equation number 2. Then you take the last equation, that is 0, 10. 0 to 10. So 0, 10. Then 30, 0. So use scales and just you have to connect. Equation number 3. Now the question is maximum. To find the maximum, for minimum you have to take that outer starting from the edge. That's all. For minimum starting from here, intersecting points, don't go beyond this one, you have to go outside. You have to take outside and find out the solution. For minimum it's enough, only 3 edges, 1, 2, 3. To find the intersecting that equation number 2 and equation number 3, you will get this answer for minimum. But the question is now maximum. You have to find out the maximum. For maximum, you have to start from 0 onwards. I start. Either you can go to the right side first or upside, your wish. Either along the x-axis or y-axis, that is your wish. I am going along the x-axis, but you can go even the y-axis also, nothing wrong. So I am going along the x-axis, I got intersecting points, I cannot go beyond the limit, then I have one more route. Then again there is intersecting points, I cannot go either to that side or upside, because I need a closed loop. If I am going upside, then between the two edges I have one intersecting point, that is not allowed. If you go, instead of going this side, if you go to above, same direction, by seeing the two edges, You see between the two edges we have one more intersecting points. Such a way you cannot draw. That is not called a feasible region. Clear? So once you go reach this one, then you have to take again intersecting point. Come to this side. Don't go beyond this one. If you go beyond this one, then between the two edges we have one more intersecting points. That is not allowed. So when you go for the shading the part, you please just you have to see to it. See, this is my feasible solution. Just I am shading with the pencil. You do with the pencil. This is shading feasible region. Now you can see that the edge of this feasible region is 0 to 10. Do you have any intersecting points between these two edges? No. Check these two. Do you have any intersecting points between the 0 and 10? No. Then you have to see from this intersecting point to 10, any intersecting point? No. From these two edges, any intersecting points? No. From these two edges, any intersecting points? No. So your answer is correct. You have to check after the shading the part. Between the two edges, any point like this, any straight line passing through? No. Between these two, any straight line passing? Out of these three constraints? No. Any one of these three constraints are passing between these two edges? No. Between these two ensure. That is your feasible solution. Now under the feasible solution we have how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to give the name, you can give the name. Otherwise no need to give the name. Clear? So these are the edges. So in these edges I know 0, 10. Then what is one more edges? 0, 0. The next one edges is 10, 0. But I don't know what is the intersecting points of these two edges. Clear? Now you have to find out. So through this point, what are the constraints are passing through this point? What are the constraints are passing through this point? See, I name it. That is constraint number 1. This is the constraint number 2. So solve these two equations. That is equation number 1 and 2. You will get intersecting points. If you plot the points exactly on the graph sheet, I told you already, you have to check your answer by applying the elimination method. Now I like to find out the intersecting points of these two equations. That is equation number 1 and 2. What is equation number 1? 3x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 36. What is the equation number 2? It is 5x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 50. Now you have to apply the elimination method. You cannot apply the elimination method straight away like previous model because coefficients are different from both equations. Therefore, I am just multiplying this by 3 table. That is equation number 1 is multiplied by 5 and equation number 2 is multiplied by 3. This you know how to proceed. Clear? Just you multiply the equation number 1, 15x1, 15x2, then 5 6 are 30, remainder 3, so 180. Similarly 2 into 3, 10, that is 15x1, 6x2, 150. 3 into 50, 150. Change the sign. This will be eliminator. 15x2 minus 6x2, which will give you 9x2 is equal to, what is that? 30 by 9. So I told you already, sometimes you will get decimal part. See, I got decimal values. But you have to check whether it is correct or wrong by seeing the equations. Sometimes you made a mistakes. Let me to check 5x1 plus 2x2 equal to 50. Just you have to multiply the first equation by 5. 15, that is 5 6 are 30. 3, 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 3, 18. Then you multiply this by 3 table. 15, 2, 3 5s are 15. So just you subtract 15 minus 6, how much? 9. 180 minus 150 is 30. x2 is equal to 30 by 9. Simplify, you will get decimal value. Clear? So you have to write the decimal value. After find out x2, you have to replace in the place of x1. You will get, we will check now. 30 by 9. 30 by 9, which will give 3.33. So you have to take 3.33. So you take any one of the equations in these two one. So I take 3x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 36. In the place of x2 you have to replace 3.33. Find what is x1 and replace it. Clear? Then you have to find out one more interesting point. This is your homework. You have to do it. Then we will continue tomorrow. The same problems. We will see the next class whether check your answer whether it is correct or wrong. Now we have to see to the next interesting points. Through this point we have the equation number 3 and the equation number 1. Take the equation number 1. 3x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 36, and the equation number 3. What is the equation number 3? 2x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 60. Now you have to solve. Now you multiply this by 2 table. First equation alone by 2 table. 2 into 1, which will give you 6x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 72. Keep the second equation as it is. This will get, change the sign, this will be eliminated. 4x1 is equal to, this is 12, x1 is equal to 3. Clear? Then you have to take any one of the equation and substitute in the place of x1 by 3, so we will get 6, 6x2 is equal to 60 and 6x2 is equal to 54, x2 is equal to how much? 9. So you will get this answer as x1. So exactly got 3 comma 9. So this alone will get some intersecting points that you have to check properly whether it is correct or wrong by solving that equations. Now you have how many boundaries? 0 comma 10, 3 comma 9. Then you have to find out these intersecting points. Then what is the last edge? 10 comma 0. The edges are, I will write down the edges now. You have to check your answer after find out the intersecting points. Edges are 0 comma 10. What is that? 3 comma 9. Then these intersecting points you have to find out. Then 10 comma 0. Then 0 comma 0. So after find out this intersecting point by using the elimination method, you just substitute all these 5 edges in the question. You will get how many answers? 5 answers. In the 5 answers, which one is maximum? That is your optimum solution. Clear? So this you have to find out. If you are not able to find out, then I will teach tomorrow how to find out. But you have to find out these intersecting points. Take, substitute all these 5 values in the question, and just you have to circle that maximum value. That is your optimum solution. Clear? So this you have to complete and get ready. If done mistakes, then your doubts will be cleared in the next class. Clear? So we will see the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you, boys.